Hi everybody, John here with SoCal Outdoor Adventure. It's great to be back with you. In today's video we're going to show you guys how to create what's called a fisherman's knot, and we're also going to show you how to make certain loops with the fisherman's knot. So stick around. Before we begin, let's take a quick moment to talk about camp survival and hiking safety. Be sure to read, understand, and follow all the safety instructions that come with your gear and your equipment. Knowing how to use your gear and equipment properly will help greatly reduce the risk of personal injury. And remember this, if you are under the age of 18, please have an adult or parent 18 years or older with you at all times to assist you with using and making fire, cutting tools, and cooking gear when it comes to hiking, survival, or camping in general. Now let's get back to our video. So what we're going to show you how to make today is how to create what is called a fisherman's knot. Now a fisherman's knot is a binding knot that allows us to combine two separate lengths of rope together into one piece, or one piece of rope into one single loop piece. And for this demonstration we're going to use what is called paracord. This is paracord right here that we're going to be using. Now what we're going to go ahead and do first, the first thing we want to go ahead and do is locate where our loops are going to meet up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our overhand knot. So we're going to go and pull a little bit out right about here. Then we're going to do our fisherman's knot. So over and then around the end, and then pull it tight. Now next we're going to go ahead and do our other one on the other side. Over, around, and voila, we have ourselves our fisherman's knot. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull it tight just a little bit right about there. There we are. Now we have ourselves our loop, as you can see. Now we're using paracord for this particular demonstration, but this will work with any type of rope, including bank line. Now, one question that people will ask, what is the difference between bank line versus paracord? Bank line is going to be a little bit more stronger than paracord because it's a single strand of rope that's very tight and very strong. With paracord, on the other hand, paracord has a sleeve that is protecting the outer rim of the outside of the rope, and then on the inside of the rope you have these little white strands, and these little white strands right here are going to be what is used. You can pull these strands out and use those little strands for fishing line in a survival situation if you want to go fishing or catch fish. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to show you guys how to make fisherman's knots using two separate loops. So for this particular demonstration, and this is going to be used for setting up a tarp shelter. So first thing you want to go ahead and do, you want to put the end of your knot of your line. So I'm going to start off with this end. One end's going to go at my finger, and the other end is going to go right to the part of my forearm right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to cut my line, and then I want to take my cigarette lighter right here, and I want to use this lighter to singe the end of the rope, so that way it doesn't frail. Just like that. And you can blow on it just to help it heal faster. And I'm going to take a little spit on my fingers, and then voila. Now what I can do is I can make another fisherman's knot. So that's one end. Now that's two ends. So now I have one small loop. Then what I'm going to do with the remaining pieces, again, I'm going to take my lighter, I'm going to singe the end of this to seal the line. Might take a little bit more spit, but that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing, but this time, middle finger, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top of my shoulder. There we go. Let's move the canister out of the way. So I'm going to take this line here and go up to my shoulder. I'm going to do the same thing. I've now cut the end of my lines. I'm going to singe it again. Going to let it kind of cool down a little bit. Get a little bit of spit. Make sure everything's nice and sealed. Go ahead and put my knife away. Now I'm going to do the same thing and make another fisherman's knot. So again, here to here. And then this guy right here, again, is going to go around just like that. Right there. And then pull it together to combine. Now, when setting up a tarp shelter, you'll need at least 4 of these of the small loops and 2 of them are the big loops. The big loops are going to be used for connecting to the rim to the edge of the shelter, and the smaller loops are going to be used as toggles for the end of your shelter, and you'll see that in our next video. So I hope you girls learned something about how to make fisherman's knots in this particular video. I hope you girls enjoy it. If you did, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to be notified of new videos. As always, ladies and everybody, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Now go outside and have an adventure. See ya!